When you're looking for a stretch stitch on the Pfaff Creative Icon, you're looking for stitch number 3. Now, if you're unsure what these stitches are, don't forget you can touch the question mark, and when it's pulsating green, you can touch the stitch that you're wondering, what is that? Stretch tricot stitch for sewing seams on stretch fabric. I sometimes call this a lightning bolt stitch because that's actually how it's going to stitch very close together and very, well, accordion-like. So that's what makes the fabric stretch. If you use just a straight stitch on knit fabric and then the knit is pulled, the straight stitches will pop and break. So with the right stitch selected, we're looking to see which foot is recommended, which is 1A, and we want to make sure that the dual feed has been pulled down and engaged. So I was just using foot 2A, which is a foot without the little groove for the dual feed. So I'm going to go ahead and put the foot on, the 1A that we need, and pull down the IDT unit from the back side, and then we're just going to go ahead and stitch. When you see this stitch, it actually is like I said, it's kind of fun to watch. It is not a fast stitch because it is so close together that it actually takes a little time. Now, if you're doing that much sewing on knit fabric, you might consider looking into purchasing a serger. But there's times where my serger might have black thread on it, and I just have a small little bit to do with white thread. So I'm not going to take all that time to switch those threads out. I'm going to just come over to the machine, pick the stretch stitch, and sew. So as it sews, if you do find you need to adjust the pressure of the foot a little, that is one option you can do if it feels like it's getting a little stretched out. And you can do that by going to the settings menu, looking for the foot pressure, and I'd take it down to about half. I'm going to show you the difference that this will be on the remaining part of our seam. You're going to notice that the foot more glides across the top instead of pushing the fabric in front of it. And let's just compare the first half of this seam to that second half. So you can see that I was getting a little bit of wave at the beginning, but as soon as I adjusted that pressure, it flattened it out nicely. So even though you have the dual feed, pressure still can play a part in how the fabric feeds through the machine. But here's what you're looking for. You're finding a seam that is very stretchy and doesn't break when you pull it that distance.